Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In this concluding talk, what I would like to stress is that very transparent relationship that we need to form with God at the level that we form with an intimate companion and a very, very close friend. When Allah introduces Himself in the Quran, He calls Himself the Wali of the faithful. Why does He call Himself the Wali? He does not call Himself the parent, although the parental aspect of God is there. The lordship of God is there. The ownership of God is there. But specifically, He uses the word Wali. Wali means not the authority in this instance, but a very close companion of the faithful. The reason He says this is because the whole process of life is for us to open up to ourselves, to see ourselves as we are. We are very private individuals. We are not even available to ourselves. Leave aside anybody else. As the Imam says in one of the du'as, that if those people who venerate me, if they were to know the truth of me, they would not venerate me. And they gesture that even my mother, who feels that she knows me better than anybody else, she does not know me as I am. But to the extent that we don't know ourselves, the pretentious life in which we have grown, the societal demands upon us, and the way that they have shaped our personality, and the veils of identity are so imposing, so overpowering, that the real person is lost altogether. Maulana Rumi gestures at this and he says, "O you who curses Yazid and Shimar for killing Imam Hussein, look deep within yourself. You will find that you are the Yazid, you are the Shimar, and you are killing your own Imam Hussein and devouring his flesh." In this way, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala introduces Himself as the Wali, the intimate companion, who forms a bond of affection and love. And we will see in our lives that the only time we open up is when we feel unconditional love being given to us, where we can loosen our guard, stop pretending, and acknowledge ourselves to the friend. And the friend at that point becomes a mirror for us. And also the friend says, "I have accepted you as you are. My love, care, affection, friendship for you and companionship is not based on anything but my unconditional love for you as you are." So a companion is the only one through whom we can reveal ourselves. And once we reveal ourselves, we take the first step into the real world of the light of God, where we begin to grow, where we see the beauty of Allah, and we melt away in that friend who is the most splendid, and we begin to become like the friend by losing ourselves. Allah says, "Allah waliyul ladina amanu yukhrijuhum min adh-dhulumati ila an-nur." Allah is the intimate companion of those who bring faith. He purges them from darkness and takes them into light. This darkness is our self-imposed darkness of ego, pretentious existence, personality, and identity. The light of God is for God to relieve us of our restrictions by us opening up to Him and taking us into His own fold and allowing us to grow and to allow the emergence of His beauty through us. And Allah says, "Allah nuru samawati wal ard." Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. And Allah says on the day of Qiyamah, they will plead from me that, "O Allah, complete our light for us." So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala deliberately calls himself the close companion of the believers, because companion is the only one with whom we make ourselves fully available. Now, the other beautiful thing about a companion is that we feel we have a right over the companion. We have expectations from the companion. It's a very different form of expectation than we have from our parents. So, at the level of lordship and those who are being governed, we have expectations that Allah will cater for our needs, and indeed He does. But at the level of companionship, there are emotional expectations. We can reveal those expectations to that friend. And how beautifully, unashamedly, the Imams have taught us how to explore that particular facet of our relationship with God. Be uniquely, authentically be ourselves. And it takes on many, many expressions. We will talk about a few from the beautiful du'as of the wonderful Imams of ours. For example, Imam Ali, Salamullah alayhi, speaks with God. And he says, "Oh Allah, will you be able to see me burn and then turn a blind eye? Will you be able to hear my pleas and my cries to you and turn a deaf ear?" As if the Imam is saying to Allah, "Oh Allah, what really hurts me is that you, my friend, my beloved, you did not care for me. That is something my soul cannot bear. It hurts me to no extent." He says, "Nonetheless, I will cry out, Ya Wali al-Mu'mineen, O the companion of the faithful, where are you? Ya Ghiyath al-Mustaghithin, O the one who responds to those who call on to him, where are you?" And then he says, Ya Ghayata Amali al-Arifin, O the peak desire of those who get to know him, where are you? And with this sense of expectation from a friend, he says, "Oh Lord, shall you burn the forehead that has adorned itself in prostration to you, or limbs that have tirelessly served you, or a tongue that has constantly praised you? Hayhat, hayhat, ma dhalika dhannu bik. Far from you be such a thought. This cannot be my expectation from you. You will not do this. I know this, O companion of mine." And then he cries out, "Man li ghayruk, O my friend, who else do I have but you? I've invested my entirety in you. I've cut away from everybody but you." And of course, that epic part of the dua in which he says, "O Lord, burning in the fire can be withstood by me if I know that you are with me. You are accompanying me, O friend. But if you abandon me, then how shall I bear that? That loneliness, that alienation from you, O Lord, how will I be able to live without you?" Or as Imam Zainul Abidin Salamullah alayhi so unashamedly talks with God. And he says, "Oh Allah, on many occasions I've intended to stand before you in the dark hours of the night, only to find that sleep has overpowered me. O Lord, is it that you no longer wish to see me come to you and to talk with you? Has my voice become displeasing to you? Is that the reason why you put me to sleep?" And then he says in another place, "O Lord, I have sinned and sought forgiveness. And even now, as I seek forgiveness, I am going to sin again. And you know that so well." But he says, "O Lord, I have only sinned because you have constantly forgiven me and accepted my excuses, O friend." This is the way to talk with an intimate companion. He says, "But O friend, O God, if I have sinned, you know very well. It's not because I have not venerated you or as a gesture of disrespect to you. It's been in those moments of great weakness Or as Hussein Salamullah alayhi calls on to Allah and says, "Oh Allah, I complain to you of what they are doing to me. Do you not see?" And finally, when he falls, he says, "Ya Qareeb, Ya Mujib." "O Lord, you listen to every plea of mine. O one who is so proximate. O one who responds to me whenever I call him." This is a response of a beloved to their lover. So we need to arrive at that point, that deep, meaningful point where we attach to God so personally that through these trials, we've been removed from our own identity and we find the beloved. And through the beloved, we begin to be sustained and enlightened. As Imam Wadi says in one place, that the soul reaches a point where pain becomes pleasure, where poverty becomes wealth, where sickness becomes health, where destruction becomes permanence. It is that point when the body and the bodily is lost and the ever living is attained. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.